I went to New York. Was it 2018? Nobody smiled at me in New York. I'm like, is it me? It's like, why are people not smiling at me?
Oh my gosh, see Vanessa, see the way she twerk like a dancer.
All right, welcome to SocietyROW. We are here. I'm your host, Sully, and I'm here with Tatiana as well. And our guest today is Ajala. He's a music artist. We're going to be doing a little deep dive into his music, his inspirations, and things like that. But first, Tatiana, you want to just say hi to the audience for now?
Yes, I'm Tatiana. I am also a music artist. I'm a marketing director, and I'm just here to talk and learn about, Ajala right now.
Awesome. So Ajala, I really appreciate you being here and spending some time with us today. The first thing, as you know, we're both artists as well. So I feel like it is important that, we do kind of understand, a little bit more about the process of an artist rather than somebody who is not. But, just to start out, what were your first inspirations in music and what really, inspired you to start or think that you could pursue music?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for having me on this show. And I'm really grateful to be here. Yeah, I would say my number one influence was Dr. Sikiru and the Barrister. Like back home, like growing up, my father used to always listen to Fuji music. Fuji music is local music, like the traditional, like mostly Yoruba music from Lagos, Nigeria. I think it started from Ibadan, but I lived in Lagos. Whether you like it or not, is what your dad plays that you listen to. So he's always playing that, like that music and all of that. Before I know it, I started singing the Fuji music. So it's like, then I started writing like a little line and all of that. So I would say that's how it started for me.
So it started with just jotting some things down that you had in your head. But after that, how old were you at that point when you started jotting things down? And then when did you really start to get into actually recording?
I was like 10 years old when I started, because Fuji is for like grown folks. It's like one of those songs you don't understand until you get to some certain age.
Okay.
But then if you listen well to it, there's some few, like, let's say like slangs there and all that. You'd be like, oh, so these people too I can listen to their song. So it's like those few slangs that I will write down and then I will like keep repeating and all that, add to my own. So then fast forward, like when I was about like 18 years old, I had a friend that does music. And then he's always going to the studio. He comes back and tell me, music and all of that. I'll be like, nice one, that's good for you. That's good for you. So we always like joke around, like play around with like rhymes. Like it says aya, it says fire, tire, and all of that. And then it just invited me to the studio one day. It was like, oh, come and see what I do. So it finished, it came out of the booth, and then it was like, go in there, go and record. Like, I don't know what to do. What am I supposed to do? So I was in there and I wrote like my verse there, like recorded right there. And like, wow, that's how it started for me. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So as far as, where you're at, how long have you been doing music for at this point?
I've been doing music 8 years, but like I started taking this serious like about like 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, I was just doing it as fun as hobby, but like right now it's not a hobby anymore. It's a profession. It's a profession.
Yeah. What would your advice be to people that are just getting into it? I know like COVID has played a part in it as far as like what's been possible, but what would your advice be?
First of all, is passion. If you have passion, if you know this is what you really have passion that you want to do, don't take no for an answer. Be yourself, because like they say, everybody else is taking. Whose dog is that? This is not good. Everybody else is taking. Be yourself. Don't take no for an answer. And it's not always smooth. Like we watch the likes of Jay-Z and all of that. Everybody wants to be like a blown up artist, but there's a lot of work that people put behind stuff. there's a lot of doors that you have to like break open. It's not gonna open by you just talking or something. You know, you gotta be ready for this. This is not a joke. You know, put in work and pray too. You know, as you put in the hard work, pray too. That's my little advice.
Awesome. So what emotion do you want to convey with your music? Like what vibe is your music?
I just want people, when they listen to my music, I want them to feel very uplifted, like both literally and like figuratively. I want you to be able to get up and dance when you listen to my music. And then
Right.
I want you, if you're feeling sad, I want you to feel better when you listen to my music. It's spiritual. It's not just something, it's not just a melody or something to just vibe to. It's something you can listen to and be like, wow, I was thinking about doing some certain stuff that is not good to myself. But you
Mhm.
know, thinking that that's what my music is all about.
Right. That's great. What was the first instrument you played?
It was flute back in primary school. Primary school, I think that is middle school for I don't know. It was flutes and then drum. Like primary school, we have this thing we call assembly.
Mm-hmm.
Like every morning we gather, we like recite the national anthem, we pray, and then there's a lot of music too that we drum and all of that. Everybody dance. You got to be happy to start learning and all of that. So that's
Oh wow.
I used to play drum back then in assemblies.
I wish they started my school with that. Wow.
Right. Would have loved that.
As far as your I'll hop in real quick. Just as far as your fan base goes, you know, is there anything specific you tried to kind of convey to them, or is it just kind of pretty general as far as just, you know, or specific to the song? Or is there kind of a certain, I know she asked about the vibe of your music, but is there a certain message you're really trying to get out there too, along with kind of the emotion, the upbeat emotion?
I think what I've realized with music is if you're telling your story, there's a lot of people that went through what you've been through. You know, when you tell your story in music, a lot of people can relate to it. So, for example, the song "Go on Ozu," it's like there was a little story that I took. That was like a partly my story, and then I added some other stuff. And then people that are not even from my country or not from Africa, they're like, "Bro, this is like me, like growing up and all of that." So it's what I'm conveying is just me. It's just the story of my life, mostly my music. And then you can learn from my story, you know, you can do whatever you want to do with it. It's just a story of me.
That's awesome. Yeah, telling your story, and making it relatable so other people can, you know, learn from it too. And I think that's a lot of the best work, that the best art, the best music is you kind of see, you can see yourself in it.
Fact, fact,
You
fact.
know,
Definitely.
is there one artist that you would go, okay, if we could, you know, get you, we could get you a feature with any artist. Who would that artist be?
Olamide Bado. So Olamide is, you know, when you listen to, there's a lot of dope artists, but there are some certain artists that you listen to, and then you can relate more to them, to what they say. I feel like Olamide is that person. You know, growing up, you listen to Olamide's song, it's like it tells you about the struggle in the streets, like how you can come from nothing and become something and all of that. Say, Olamide Bado, if you're watching or listening right now, Baba, let's make a jam, let's make a song. Let's get it.
So how do
It's,
you come up with your song ideas? Like how do you come up with the vibe?
you know, it's just natural. Because the way I work is if I try to like, let's say I have a beat that I'm working on and I try to write, I might not be able to come up with something. But it's like, let's say I'm showering or something, or I'm sleeping. I don't know if there's some part of my brain that keeps like working while I'm sleeping. So I wake up and like it's like inspiration gets to my head and all of that. It's just natural. It comes. It flows naturally.
Right. Well, that's cool. So how do you come up with how do you get your music out there? Like, So it's like you just come up with like the music, but then like how do you know like who's gonna like really resonate with the music you're putting out?
It's just that's why I say connection.
Mm-hmm.
Connection matters as an artist. You meet different kind of people that teach you different kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and you learn from different kind of people. So when I was first starting, I didn't know how to like really push my music out there and all of that. It was just among my friends that you just send your music to Gmail and all of that. You're not even making money and all of that. But then I met somebody that like told me like, bro, what are you doing? Is your music on this thing? Is it on this thing? Just like I keep learning, and now I can do all of this stuff by myself.
Okay, awesome.
I've seen a video. I saw a video on your Instagram of you performing live with with a band in the back, keyboardist, drummer.
Mm-hmm.
For you, do you like recording more, or do you like being in front of people?
I like performing. I feel like when I'm performing, it's a different kind of vibe. It's just there's a lot of stuff I would say while I'm performing that I cannot even remember again. Like it's just like you're in a new like entire space when you're performing, when you're seeing the emotions of people that you're performing to, like people jumping, people like singing lyrics, the people that know it. It's just different. It's not, I know you know what I'm talking about. It's like it's different. That feeling is different, I like performing better. Yeah, I like performing better.
Energy. That's all it is, really.
Not
Energy.
barely.
I mean, just to feel the energy in the room, really nothing that can beat that, I mean, that's just it's just it, man. There's just nothing like it. When you're in the studio, you have to create the energy yourself.
Right.
Like you have to act like there's a huge crowd in front of you,
Right.
Whereas when the crowd really is there, then it's then you just got to tap in,
Right.
make sure you got the lyrics. Yeah.
Definitely. So what's next for you? Like, what do you have planned in your career?
There's a lot of stuff next. A music video is coming soon for my latest single, Go Crazy. You guys should stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram at Ajala_official, Twitter, Ajala to the world, website, ajalatotheworld.com. Keep tuned in. And then something that I'm really excited about is I have this play on Clubhouse that is coming up on the 15th and 16th. It's about this Afrobeat legend, Fela Anikulapo Kuti. So we're going to be acting. Shout out to OK Africa and the New Nigerian. So I'm going to be acting as a Babalawo. A Babalawo is a chief priest, like a traditional chief priest. So follow me on Clubhouse, Aliu Ajala, and then it's gonna be a great show. It's gonna be a great show.
Definitely. Do you see yourself doing that too? Like, do you see yourself getting into acting, or?
Before this, I didn't, but then I'll be hosting some rooms on Clubhouse. So one of my friends, she messaged me like, you can do this thing. You can. I'm like, I cannot do it. I just like go to the audition.
Like I do this music thing. Like I'm not. What are you talking about?
Yep. It's like I'm like I can't do it, but I know people that will want to act. So I invited some of my friends. So I went to the audition to like watch them, to like listen to them, and then I was like, listening to people. Like this thing is not that hard to do. So I went back to read some scripts. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna raise up my hand. I went up. And then I acted, and I'm like, wow, blah. So they emailed me, I'm like, oh, you got the role. I'm like, wow, so maybe next time you interview me, it's gonna be as an actor or something like that.
Hey, you never know, man. Yeah. I hope so. I hope both. I mean, that's a lot of things, a lot of times artists do both,
Everything.
How do you deal with the hate that comes from, being an artist and, all that?
I don't really care about it. I get way more love,
Definitely.
I get way more love. I can't focus on the hates. For people that, I mean, hate is a real thing, especially when you're doing great for yourself. People hate and all of that. Just don't pay too much attention to it. That's what I would say. So personally, for me, I don't care. People love me. I don't know about the people that hate.
Definitely. Do you want to like give us a quick little freestyle, something you were working on, anything you want to just give us?
How much you got?
Anything, just give us whatever.
Yes. When I talk, say my woman nice, they go say are the woman nice. Understand that I get my baby, and I deal with her on a daily. Oh baby, oh my ass. Oh baby, blow my mind. Oh baby, cool my temper. Oh, mikasa na sukasa. Oh. Juma pay Ajala Baba. Fine girl, she my fair Ajala Baba. Lamborghini no be Mazdaka. If I sing, they must dance at the show banker. Thank you.
Hey.
Damn, boy, that's what I'm talking about.
That was so
Man,
good.
that was awesome.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, man. You don't even need the backtrack, man. I'd say that.
Right.
You don't even need it.
I heard music. I felt it. Definitely.
Oh, that was awesome, man. Hey, Ajala, is there anything that you want to leave us with before we wrap it up?
I want to say big shout out to everybody supporting me. I don't take the support for granted. For people who are yet to start supporting me, hey, you better start before it's too late.
Better hop on before it goes that far up.
Follow me on Instagram at Ajala AJLA_official. On Twitter, Ajala to the world. Check out my website, ajalatotheworld.com. We're just getting started. Thank you guys for having me here. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for being here. Tatiana, you want to give them anything before we wrap?
Yeah, thank you for being here. I really loved your sound. You're very unique. I just thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to talk to you and get to know you better.
Thank you.
This has been another SocietyROW show here from the PR team at SocietyROW. This has been another podcast, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you, Ajala.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was great, man. That was awesome.
Yes.
Man, I wasn't gonna ask you to spit, but I'm glad that she asked you to do that because that was dope.
Yeah, I needed to hear the vibes.
Yeah. Oh, yo, his vibes are he's got his own thing going on. Like,
yeah.
Ain't like anything that I've listened to before. So
yeah, me either. Definitely super new. Unique. I'm gonna break into the industry for sure.
Yeah, that's Afro beats. It's just Afro beats, Afrofusion. The vibe is just different.
Yeah, completely different. Definitely.
Do you produce too, or do you have a producer?
I don't produce. I have producers that I work with back home. Sometimes inspiration comes. I send them like voice notes. They make a beat or something, or there's a beat that I have in mind. Like send them, and then they make it. I write to it, and then I feel like you can get like more authentic, like the beats. They understand it better. They understand it better.
Yeah, because I used to produce all my own stuff, and then I had to get a producer because he honestly knew me better than I knew what I needed to do. I know it.
Even recording. I like when I'm recording for someone to like know. I will not just go to a random studio and just record just because it's cheap or just because they say, oh, this is the best studio. I want you to be able to feel even though you don't understand what I'm saying, you have to be able to feel it like, okay, slow down. I like that.
What part of Africa are you from?
I'm from Lagos.
Oh, wow.
What part of Africa are you from?
I don't know part for any part. Definitely American, but yeah, that's awesome. I have a bunch of Nigerian friends and everything, so that's why I was asking.
Nigerians were everywhere, man. I don't know why we don't stay in our country. Right?
You guys got out of there.
Yeah, you gotta make money. That's just what it is.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm from Lagos, man. It's a nice place to go. The food is nice. The the culture, the people.
Yeah, I believe it. I would love to go. I want to visit one day for sure.
Yeah, yeah, visit, man. It's you will never want to come back. Even if you come back, you wanna go again. It's like
Right.
it's never enough. It's never enough.
Got to expand my horizons and get out of here. So, yeah, put that on the list.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, well, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. This is the first interview that me and Tatiana have done together, so I appreciate you bearing with us for that.
Really?
Yeah, I hope it didn't look like that, but
It was good. It was good. It was good. It was good.
Great.
Awesome.
I like the vibe. It didn't seem like forced and all of that.
Yeah.
Like
nah, man, we just asking what we want to know, you know, like as an artist, man. I feel like if you're an artist, you kind of know. So,
Definitely.
and like I said, Tatiana's releasing music too, so she's doing her thing.
Yeah, I love
what are you guys what are you guys social media? Instagram.
It's Tot. It's just literally it's Tot. So it's period TAUT. That's me.
TAUT. What about you?
It's Sully Bop. Yeah.
Huh?
What'd you say? It's SULLY. Sully SULLY BOP. SULLY BOP. I'm just gonna follow you right now, so it's easy.
I'm gonna follow you too, Tatiana.
Okay, bet. I'm gonna follow you right back.
Awesome. Yep. So perfect, man. I'll be keeping up with your music.
All right, thank you, man. Thank you for having me once again. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, anytime. Really, Steven setting this up. Shout out to Steven for setting that up.
Yes.
It's all his work. So, well, you're free to go if you want to. We got another interview after this. So,
all right, no problem. You guys have a nice one. Enjoy, man.
Thank you.
thanks, Ajala. Have a good night, man. I'll see you.
Thank you.